Hi everybody, today we are making our cherry blossom tree for spring. And have you seen the cherry blossom trees in bloom all around the parks, and sometimes they're on the roads, and they have these lovely pink and white kind of flowers. So today we're making a cherry blossom tree because it's a beautiful spring day. So the first thing we need is some PVA glue. Here it is in the bottle, some PVA glue, a sheet of coloured paper. It can be any colour, but I think blue and green are probably the nicest, but it can be any colour. So we need a brown crayon or oil pastel for the tree trunk, and we need a green pastel crayon for the grass. And we also need some white tissue paper and some pink tissue paper. So this is what we're going to make today for spring. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our piece of blue paper and we're going to draw the letter Y. So here we go. Now, that's the trunk of our tree, the letter Y. Now, sometimes we can add more lines onto that, like this, and maybe that, just to show you again. Okay? And I'm just going to make the bottom of the tree trunk a little bit thicker, so it won't get blown over in the wind. Okay? So there you are. Okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my glue, and I'm going to spread it all around the top of the tree where the leaves would be, see? Okay. And you can put a bit over the branches as well. So now I have my PVA glue on, and now I can start sticking my bits of tissue paper on. And this is great fun, because you get to tear bits up like this. See? Tear up a good few first. Okay? So I'm doing my pink first. So I'm going to squish them up into a ball, and I'm going to stick them down. And I'm going to squish the next one into the ball, and I'm going to stick it down. And push it down when you're sticking it. Okay? So it'll stay on. You have to give it kind of a push down. Okay. And push it, put your paper in the sticky area where you put your glue. Okay? So you can see now we're starting to build it up. I have a bit of white here. I'm going to put in a little bit of white just for a bit of variety, because they are kind of pinky white. So squish them up into little balls, like that, make them nice and squishy. Okay, and you just keep doing that, all right? And we keep going until we get to, we finish all that. Now, you can see on the bottom, I put in grass, and all I did with that was I got a green crayon, okay, or a green oil pastel, and I just put little lines all over like that, just to make it look like grass, nice and randomly. Okay. Can you see that? So we end up with that at the very end. Now, if you want to, and you've got some spare paper left over, you can also stick small little bits onto the ground as if the petals have fallen off. Okay, so I'm just going to tear up tiny little bits, even smaller bits. Okay, and just stick them onto the ground. Because you see, when the petals have fallen off the tree, they're like snow, aren't they? Especially when the wind blows, it looks like snow. So Let's just put a white one down there. Okay. You can add a bit more glue. And just a small few little petals, just to make it look like they've fallen off the tree. So one day it was very windy and you had to wear your coat and the wind was blowing all the petals off the tree. So now, there you go. There's a cherry blossom tree for spring. So I hope you have a lovely time making it. Take care now. See you next week. Bye.